Hello, it's me, Kent Peterson again. And I do like make videos like this. So with Comcast, I pretty much say how many shares you would need to pretty much get free cable from that company. And really income is they're pretty much into real estate. They basically rent out business. So that's pretty much what realty income is. So since this pretty much getting money from people rent, I figured, you know what? How much money would I need to get free rent from realty income? So we're gonna use me for example. So right now, realty income is actually, when I'm doing this video, it's 60, 80, but I just round up to 61 since it's closer to 61 than 60. And just how much they pay in dividends. Right now I got 4.5 shares of realty income. And I plan on having 10 shares before the next year ends. So I'm almost halfway there. So anyway, so right now I pay $6.75 in rent. And I live in Florida, so I don't know how it is in other states. I know rent is higher in other places. But I'm just gonna use me for example. So $6.75. And the thing about this stock that's different from other stocks, this other stocks usually pay you quarterly, but realty income pays you monthly. So you're getting paid from every single month. So I pretty much divide 675 by 0.23. So how many shares would I need? So I would need 2,934 shares. So there it is, 2,934 shares. So I'm going to need less than 2,930 shares to get that free rent. Now, how much is that going to cost me with realty income? So 2,934 times 61. So that's going to be a lot of money right there. So that's $178,974 I would have to spend to get that many shares of realty income. And once I put in that many shares, I'll be getting that $675 every single month. So every single month, I can take $675 from realty income and use that to pay my rent. Pretty much live rent free. So that extra money I'll be having, I can go in the bank. I know some people are watching this saying, well, my rent costs $1,200 a month. And other people are like, well, mine costs $2,500 a month. So you pretty much do the same thing I did. But it doesn't just have to be rent you use this for. Maybe you're not renting, maybe you're buying. Because one thing about rent, when you're living like an apartment, I mean, it's not consistent. Because one year, it could be $675, the next year, it could be like $690. Who knows? I could get lucky. It could be cheaper. Since that virus happened, I'm I'm kind of hoping I pay less in rent next year in 2021. I'm hoping it'll go down with the virus. We will see. But let's say that you wasn't renting, you was actually buying. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna erase all this. Erase this price. And these shares. So maybe you bought yourself a house or a condo. You put money down. And the mortgage, you gotta pay, what would be the good rate for mortgage? We're gonna say you're gonna pay like $1,200 a month with a mortgage. And of course, good thing with buying versus renting, every month, every single year, the price is pretty much gonna be consistent, unlike rent. So it's not gonna go for like you spend $1,200 a month, then next year you're gonna spend like $1,230 a month. It just doesn't work that way. It's gonna stay $1,200 a month every year until you're done paying it off, which will probably be like 30 years. You put down like a 30-year loan. Of course, you're most likely gonna try to pay that off way faster than 30 years. So the mortgage is $1,200 a month, and we're gonna do the same thing. 1,200 divided by 0.23. How much is that? What is the scary thing? So you would need 5,217 shares. So you have to have 5,217 shares of realty income to get that $1,200 every single month. But we are not done. How much is that going to cost you? Well, it's going to be the scary price you got to put in right here. We're about to find out. So you're going to have to put in, it's a lot of money. So yeah, she would have to put in a lot of money. I mean, this price alone is more than a lot of people, most people houses. That price alone. But we're gonna say you chose to put this in the realty income anyway. And that $1,200 a month, you're pretty much living mortgage free. You're not paying any mortgage with that $1,200 coming in every month from realty income. And one thing that's good about buying versus renting, it's not just the pace consistent, but at some point, you're gonna be done paying it off. If you live in an apartment for like 30 years, the same apartment, I mean, you're still gonna have to pay rent after that 30 years, but if you're buying, if you buy yourself a house or a condo and you're paying for like 30 years, after that, you're not gonna have to pay anymore. And that $1,200 you was getting every single month to pay the mortgage, guess what? That $1,200 could now go back into buying more shares of realty income. So I just thought I should point that out. Of course, I don't know if I had this much money. I might just straight up buy the house if I had that much money. Or I may still put into realty income, who knows. $1,200 every single month doing nothing. Still pretty good. I mean, if I had like more than one property, who knows? Maybe I could use that $1,200 to cover another place. Let's say I was renting a place and it was vacant, so I wasn't getting any income in that place. I could pretty much take money from here and start putting it into the place I'm not getting rent from. And of course, once I get renters, then I can pretty much stop and just start putting $1,200 a month into realty income. So I just thought I should point that out. So I show you how much I would need to cover my rent. It was like $675 a month. And then I show you how much you would need to cover for mortgage. So some people do look at this price and are like, why wouldn't you just buy a house with that? So you can do it. You can just buy a house with that. Or like I said, you could just leave this into realty income, because you're gonna be paying you $1,200 a month, which is a good amount of money. So you like my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You want to see other videos like this. And I hope y'all had a good Christmas, by the way. But that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.